Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I am your mathematics teacher, Muhammad Amjad Saeed from Pakistan International School, Thai. And we have today's lecture number 4, first year class mathematics, number system. Before we start formally our exercise 1.2, I want to give you some idea. Basically, you have this idea very explanatory in detail in class 9th, exercise 2.5 and 2.6. You have used complex number in 9th class, exercise 2.5 and 2.6. First of all, what is meant by complex number? Complex number is denoted by C, and which is the greatest of all the sets. Even set of complex number is denoted by C. Inside this set of complex number we have set of real numbers and set of pure imaginary number. Set of complex number contains set of real numbers and contains set of pure imaginary number. In set of real number, we further have set of rational number and set of irrational number. In set of real number, we have set of rational and irrational number. In case of set of rational number, we have set of integer, set of natural number, set of whole number, then set of natural number, then odd number, and then set of even number, etc. So set of complex number is the largest set of all the sets. The members of set of complex numbers are denoted by Z. This is equal to A plus iota B. Basically, what is meant by iota? Actually, iota is an imaginary number whose numerical value in your calculator is not existing. This will give you the math error. And for example, x square plus 1 is equal to 0. If we simplify it, x square is equal to minus 1, and taking square root on both sides, then 2x square root cancelled out. Here will be plus minus minus 1 under root. You will have x is equal to minus 1 under root and x is equal to minus 1 minus into minus 1 under root. This minus 1 under root does not have any real value. So in your calculator it will give you the math error. So that's why it is an imaginary number and it is denoted by iota, and here is minus iota, I-O-T-A. This is iota. You have seen in 2.5 and 2.6 exercise in 9th class, but I am revising that one. Here is set of complex numbers C, biggest of all sets, and their members are denoted by Z, that is equal to A plus iota B. A plus iota B means it has two components, two parts. First is the real part, another is imaginary part. Set of complex number consists of two parts. One is real part and other is imaginary part. Remember that imaginary part involves iota. Imaginary part involves iota. This set of complex number whose member is C is equal to A plus iota B can be written in the form of ordered pair. This complex number A plus iota B can be expressed in terms of an ordered pair, where iota is equal to minus 1 under root and iota square is equal to minus 1. This is a very important result we will use in different questions. This Z bar, that bar is known as conjugate of complex number. This is known as conjugate of complex number, and you simply change the sign before iota. Remember that I am telling before iota, not with the real part. Real part sign will remain as it is. Okay? So here we have set of complex number. Members of the complex number are in the form of two parts. This is the member of set of complex number. This is in two parts. One is the real part, other is imaginary. It can be written A, B in the form ordered pair. Iota minus 1 under root iota scale is minus 1. And conjugate of complex number is denoted by Z bar, and you simply change the sign before iota. Remember, sign will be changed before iota. After that, two complex numbers will be same. Two complex number will be same. A, B is equal to X, Y if and only if real is equal to real and imaginary is equal to imaginary. Two complex numbers are always equal only if and only if first is equal to first and second is equal to second, real is equal to real and imaginary is equal to imaginary. After that, we have to find the multiplicative inverse of A plus iota B. This is a question, important question. Sometime it will be in the exam, in the test. So we have the question, find multiplicative inverse of AB or show that multiplicative inverse of AB is A over A square plus B square and minus B over A square plus B square. Find multiplicative inverse of AB, or sometimes the question is asked in this way, show that multiplicative inverse of AB is A over A square plus B square and minus B over A square plus B square. So this is our result. This is to be found out. So I am writing here. At the end you can check. Our answer will be this one. Proof. Let us consider multiplicative inverse of AB is X, Y. In fact, we have to find the value of X and Y. Then by definition, multiplication of two multiplicative inverses will be equal to multiplicative identity. Remember that I have told you before this, whenever the two multiplicative inverses are multiplied, you will get the multiplicative identity, that is 1. But in case of ordered pair, 1 can be written as 1, 0 because imaginary part is 0. This is 1. So here is, you can convert them into the proper shape of the complex number, that is A plus iota B, X plus iota Y, 1 plus iota 0. Multiplying left hand side, Ax plus iota Ay plus iota Bx plus iota square By is equal to 1 plus 0 iota. Ax plus iota Ay plus iota Bx. You know that. What about iota square value? Iota square value is minus 1. Put here minus 1, then you will have minus by 1 plus 0 iota. Now write real part with real, imaginary with imaginary. This is real. Ax minus by. Ax minus by. These are two real terms. And here iota is involved in both. Here, take iota common. Ay plus bx is equal to 1 plus 0 iota. Dear students, I have told you that whenever the two complex numbers are equal, rule is real is equal to real and imaginary is equal to imaginary. Again I am repeating, whenever the two complex numbers are equal, then whenever you compare them, then real is equal to real and imaginary is equal to imaginary. Here is comparing real and imaginary parts. We have ax minus by is equal to 1. Real is equal to real. That is your equation number 1. And imaginary is equal to imaginary. Remember that in case of imaginary, don't write down iota. Iota and iota from both sides cancel out. From here, from equation number 2, from equation 2, ay is equal to minus bx and y is equal to minus bx over a. This is your equation number 3. Take bx on the right hand side and then divide by a. Using value of y in equation number 1, actually you are going to find the value of x and y. I told you, you have to find the value of x and y. Using y in equation 1, ax minus b into minus bx over a is equal to 1. Putting value of y here. Ax minus minus plus b square x over a is equal to 1. Now this LCM is a, multiplying throughout by a. What will happen? Multiplying throughout by a, that is a is LCM. So here is a square x plus b square x is equal to a. After that, take x common from here. X into a square plus b square is equal to a implies that x is equal to a over a square plus b square. This is value of x. Putting this value of x in equation number 3 so that we will find the value of y. Using value of x in equation number 3, y is equal to minus b over a into x. Minus b over a into x. What is x? A over a square plus b square. A cancelled out. Here you have minus b over a square plus b square. So what is the value of y? Minus b over a square plus b square. This is your value of y. Dear students, check that. What is the value of x? A over a square plus b square. And what is the value of y? Minus b over a square plus b square. So from here, hence multiplicative inverse of AB is A over A square plus B square minus B over A square plus B square. If you want to check whether they are multiplicative inverses of each other, dear students, multiply them and you will get the odd multiplicative identity 1, 0. You will get this answer. This is the confirmation. This is checking of your answer. I hope that you understood. After this, we are going to start our exercise 1.2. Exercise 1.2. Question number 1. Verify addition properties of complex numbers. Verify addition properties of complex number. My dear students, for addition properties of complex number, you can open up your mathematics book, page number 6. On page number 6, it is written addition laws. Basically, addition laws are the addition properties of, and we will take definitely the members of complex number to verify these addition laws. For example, number 1 is closure property of addition. I will write down that first property as A1. Closure property. So in case of closure property, so first of all you must understand, bring in your mind the closure property, the definition of closure property. What is the closure property? In any set, you take 2 members, add them, and if your answer is in the same set, closure property satisfied. I am repeating again. You will take 2 members of the set, add them, and you will find the answer in the same set, then closure property is satisfied. So, for all x1 plus iota 1, x2 plus iota y2 belongs to set of complex number. These are 2 complex number in the set of complex number, such that we have to add them x1 plus iota y1 plus x2 plus iota y2 is equal to x1 plus iota y1 and x2 plus iota y2, real with real, x1 plus x2 plus imaginary, take iota common from 2 imaginary parts, iota into y1 plus y2. Dear students, x1 and x2, they were from the set of real number. And you know that in case of x1, x2, set of real number 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So you can have x. Similarly, this is iota and y1, y2 also. So this is y. So dear students, check that your answer. What type of your answer is? This is the type of these 2. So this is again the member of set of complex number. So by adding two complex numbers, you got the complex number which is in the same set of complex number. So that's why colloidal property is satisfied. Hence, colloidal property is satisfied. This was A1. After that, second property is associative. A2. Associative property. In case of associative property, you need to have three members and you add them with different orders. Answer will be same. For all x1 plus iota y1, x2 plus iota y2, x3 plus iota y3 belongs to set of complex number. This time we have three members and we will add them in different orders. Answer will be same from both sides, left hand side equal to right hand side. Associative property will be satisfied. Then x1 plus iota y1 plus x2 plus iota y2. First two are added and third is separate. Is equal to first is separate and second and third they are added. Dear students, in case of two addition of complex numbers, you can write down directly real plus imaginary plus imaginary. x1 plus iota y1, real plus real, x2 plus x3, imaginary plus imaginary. Again, real plus real, imaginary plus imaginary. x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus iota common y1 plus y2 plus y3 is equal to real plus real, x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus iota common y1 plus y2 plus y3. Dear students, you can check left hand side and equal to right hand side. Hence, associative property satisfied. Hence, associative property satisfied. After that, we have additive identity, A3. Additive identity. In case of additive identity, you know, by the definition of additive identity, that it is a number which when added to any number, it will make no difference in that number, you will get the number again as it is. So for all A plus iota B belongs to C, there exists 0 plus iota 0 belongs to C. 0 plus iota 0 is actually 0. But in case of complex number, you have to write down real and imaginary part. So here, for all A plus iota B belongs to C, there exists 0 plus iota 0 belongs to C such that A plus iota B plus 0 plus iota 0, real and real they are added, A plus 0 and iota B plus iota 0, A plus 0 plus iota into B plus 0, you can say A plus iota B as it is. That is the number which when added to this, and you will get the result as it is. A plus iota B as it is. So what is this number? In case of complex number, this is additive identity. Hence, 0 is equal to 0 plus iota 0 is additive identity in C, set of complex number. After that, A4, additive inverse. Additive inverse. First of all, you must understand the definition. Bring in your mind the definition of additive inverse. What is additive inverse? Basically, two numbers are additive inverses. If you add them, and you will get additive identity, that is 0. I am repeating again. The two members are additive inverses of each other. If you add them, and you will get additive identity, that is 0. They are known as additive inverses of each other. For all A plus iota B belongs to C, there exists minus A plus iota into minus B belongs to C, such that A plus iota B and plus minus A plus iota into minus B, these are the two numbers in set of complex number. When they are added, you will have real and real plus iota B minus B. Real minus real and imaginary minus imaginary. Iota is taken common. This is 0 plus iota 0. So I told you two numbers are additive inverses of each other if their sum is an additive identity, that is 0. Hence, additive inverse of each element in C exists. This is known as additive inverse. After that, property number A5, commutative property. In case of commutative properties, bring the definition in your mind. You simply change the positions and you will get the same answer. Here is for all A plus iota B, C plus iota D belongs to C, such that A plus iota B plus C plus iota D is equal to C plus iota D and plus A plus iota B. A plus B and B plus A, they are same. Taking left hand side, A plus iota B, C plus iota D, real and real, add them, A plus C plus iota B plus D. Remember that A, C, B, D, they are real numbers. A, B, C, D, they are from set of real number. And you know that in case of set of real number, A plus C is equal to C plus A, 5 plus 6 is equal to 6 plus 5. They are same. So you can write down C plus A and plus iota D plus B. Or now if you open up again, what will be? C plus iota D. This is C plus iota D, then A plus iota B, which is your right hand side. You can check it. So hence, commutative property is satisfied in set of complex number. My dear students, that was your exercise 1.2, question number 1. I hope that you got the idea and you can solve them very easily and you can understand. If there is any problem, you can contact me. Inshallah, we will solve that problem. And don't hesitate to ask the question and I will give you the answer. And inshallah in Zoom, after every lecture, I will be on air for 10 to 15 minutes for you people, and you can ask the question, related question to the topics. Inshallah, whenever the lecture will be on air. Thank you very much. Okay, Allah Hafiz and Assalamu alaikum.